Like, what is going into what you're doing defensively, and how are you guys sustaining that?
Just communication. Being decisive on what we're doing. Our intent is there, and then limiting them to one shot.
As far as like the offense is concerned, you guys are kind of waving. Like sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. How do you get that same consistency on the offensive end?
We just got to have awareness of what the defense is trying to make us do. Today they were switching a lot. Sometimes they'll put two on the ball with Ant. Might be a heavy gap team. Whatever it is, we got to, use what they're doing and use it against them. So we just got to have a little bit more IQ and just awareness of what's going on.
His coach was saying that maybe the layoff led to a little rust offensively. Did you feel like collectively there was some of that out there you guys were fighting through too, or?
A little bit. I mean, we had our spurts. Down the stretch it wasn't necessarily great, but we had our spurts. But like we always talk about, we're gonna win with our defense, and offense is just a bonus.
What did you see from Jaden? Just the boost that he seemed to give you.
I mean, he was great. Being aggressive when he had his opportunities. You know what he does on the defensive end, but every night I come to the gym, I see him in there, working on his game, putting in extra work. And he's reaping the benefits of that. So, as long as he's consistent in that mindset and being aggressive every night, he'll continue to give us a boost on the offensive end like tonight. Because, like I said, we already know what he does defensively.
With the offense kind of struggling, you had it going, especially early. You kind of take it upon yourself to try and just keep the team going through, missed shots and miscues and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's just how it played out, tonight. But I'm always like in attack mode, trying to be aggressive. Still, like learning personnel and where my spots are going to come from and picking and choosing those spots. But it's coming along for sure.
Julius, are those different spots than you're used to right now, or how would you kind of characterize, I guess, the change here versus where you've been?
I mean, a little bit, but it's not really a big difference.
Yeah.
It's just more about our personnel and learning how to play, with different people on the floor, and learning their strengths and weaknesses, and them understanding where I like to operate and stuff like that. So, like I said, it's getting better. It's a process every day, but it's getting better, and I'm happy.
It is a heavy gap team. Like that's something you guys with your personnel should be able to take advantage of, kind of between you and Ant, right? Like that should be something that in time really clicks into you guys, right?
Yeah, I mean, we just gotta, I think we're really tough to guard when we're moving the ball, and then particularly me and Ant are moving in the floor, around the floor. It's a lot easier to, load up, when we just had a ball and the defense is staring at us, but when we're catching them on the move, coming off pin downs or screens or balls, whatever it is, fast breaks, stuff like that, cutting, it's a lot harder to guard us.
Thanks, Julius.
Thank you.
Julius.